Welcome to From Finland with Love.
Hello.
I woke up really early today and started thinking about No Time to Die. And I had an idea for how it actually could have ended better and how you could have had the same effect. And by the way, this is a spoiler video now, so if you haven't seen the movie, do not watch this video because this is a spoiler. It's much more fun if you see it without knowing. And we like the movie. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a great movie.
Absolutely.
It's worth seeing. But yeah, so I woke up tonight and started thinking about how could they have made it so it's the same kind of spectacular ending, but you come out happy. And yeah, so just fast, what did you think about the movie and the ending?
Love the movie. Definitely a fantastic James Bond movie. The ending was dramatic, very surprising, but understandable if we're thinking about Daniel Craig. I definitely understand he wanted this kind of an ending.
Yeah,
But the ending was also so that, even in the last seconds, you were still, or I was
hoping.
expecting
Yeah,
a James Bond ending
Yeah.
where he just like,
exactly. Yeah.
survives
You kind of
somehow.
hope that would happen, but then again, when you think about it, you couldn't come up with any good solution. If he just suddenly ends up floating in a rubber dinghy,
Yeah.
then it would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then we were thinking that if he managed to escape with them and they were, sailing into the sunset, it would somehow also feel like it needed
is he
to
now
have.
a family man all of a sudden?
Yeah.
Then?
So, how could it be done so that it was spectacular and as kind of, in a way, bombastic the ending that really feels like an ending, but it would have still a happy ending.
Yeah.
And so, I haven't told this to you, so I
No.
want your reactions now.
Okay.
And I think this
You've
could.
been waiting for hours.
Yeah, I
slept late.
Yeah, waiting for the wake up. I come up with a perfect solution. So, this is how it would go.
Or is it, this is how it should go?
Exactly. And I think this ending actually keeps everything.
Okay.
You eat the cake and you still have it.
Like it?
And we all know that Bond dies in the end. That made sense to me. It was a good story in every way, but when you come out, you're a little bit,
Yeah.
you're not on the top of the world.
No.
Bond is still entertainment.
Yeah.
So how do you do it? So this is how it works. This is the end. They are coming. Naomi and Bond are coming with the kite aeroplane, or what is it called? Aeroplane. The glide plane. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Which becomes the submarine.
Yeah.
They're getting into that place.
Yeah.
Madeleine and the daughter are there as they were, captured by Safin. Okay,
This is half an hour before the ending.
yeah. But I'm gonna cut away some parts and add some parts.
Okay. Okay.
Just trust me, it's gonna
Okay.
work.
Okay.
So, but what they do is, I mean, the thing is that coming in there, like shooting around and blasting, there's a whole freaking Safin's army there.
Yeah.
So just, I mean, what they do now is they sneak around and hope not to be seen. At some point, they have to start shooting. So here they would do the classic thing that you do in Bonds. You get the same suits,
Yeah.
uniforms, or
Yeah.
a little bit commando uniforms that those guards
Army
have.
has,
Yeah,
yeah.
that the Safin's army has.
Yeah.
They put them on,
Yeah.
which gives them more freedom to move around.
Good.
And Bond will be in contact with Q all the time.
Okay.
And Q says, and the idea is that they have to kind of destroy Safi's plan, and Bond also wants to save Madeline and the
course,
daughter. So
yes.
those are the things. So he can open still doors with his watch and this and that, but Q says, get the watch next to a computer. That's the
Okay.
thing that he wants to do, so
Yeah.
that Q can access some stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so they're doing these things. No one notices them. They're sneaking around. It's a little bit sneaky Bond. It's kind of cool because that's what we've seen in Moonraker. They have this Zorin over this and that. They get this and they walk around and they of course are always perfectly fitting the clothes. Yeah,
it's very handy.
Yeah, but a little bit, a nod to that. And then at some point they get to the place where there is the main computer. There has to be a kind of supercomputer. And Bond takes his watch and slaps it next to it. And then he's spotted. And that after that they are spotted.
Okay.
And so then the fight starts. And now Safin has also heard that Bond is here. So he's keeping Madeleine and the daughter
close,
in a room, yeah. So they are waiting because, you know,
makes more
sense. They're not running around. There's no walking around in the garden in this was. There's no tea moment. There's not this and that.
Good.
It's actually he's keeping them there safe.
Yeah.
Bond is in the house, so he's watching monitors what's going on, and they start shooting. And it's all fight going up the stairs. Everything is really cool and pam pam pim pam pum.
Yeah.
And at some point we see there's a huge fight going on. Bond is a little bit of trouble. They get kind of separated, Naomi and Bond, and he's in a room, and someone from a control room says, "Close the doors." And we see some doors, people running out, people running in, shooting, blah blah. Doors are closed, and then Safin hears, "We got Bond."
Okay. Yeah.
Naomi
Excellent.
knows that he's there. He's inside. Tries to come and save him. She gets killed there.
Ooh.
Which is kind of then a dramatic that how will he get out? It looks totally solid.
Yeah.
It's a kind of concrete thing. He's inside there. Now Safin has Bond on the monitor. They are there in the room with Madeleine, guards, the child, and Safin. They are looking at the monitor and they can see Bond from a surveillance camera in that room.
Okay.
They can't hear. Bond is mimicking and doing something, you know, talking to the camera and something like this, but they can't hear it. But Bond can hear Safin talk, and he will say, "Talk." And we've seen this thing now with the nanobots that he has specially made to kill Madeleine and the child.
Yeah. Okay.
Now he puts them into a computer. Safin puts them into a computer. Click like this, and he will tell that just to be sure, you will never be able to see these again. If you come close to them, they will die. And you see something, gas coming from the top. And you see Bond looking up, and he's getting this gas on him, like in the part where they killed the Spectre people. There was also
yes.
So gas is coming. Bond's got that on, and then Safin says, they're leaving the place.
Yeah.
And they are leaving the place. The guards, Madeleine doesn't want to go. Bond is still there, but she can't meet him. He's in trouble. They are going down the stairs. The guards are, pushing them with them. They are getting into an escape boat, which is really cool. They go in there. When the boat goes out, Safin orders the missile strike. He has all the technology with him. He has everything with him. He will destroy that thing. He could pretend that he can do his kind of technology. He has advanced technology.
Okay,
so he can send out a message that looks like it would come from the Bond people or something. Yeah, MI6-5. But and everyone's okay. Missiles. Blah.
Yeah.
So now they are out in the boat. It's a really cool looking, fantastic, futuristic boat. And there's Safin, there's Madeleine, and the child. She says, "Take her down." And Madeleine doesn't wanna give her, but Safin says she doesn't want to see this.
Oh yes, nice.
So,
Can I quickly interrupt? Yeah. I love this because you get this old Bond idea also that the villain always leaves James Bond to die alone.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Always leaves, but this time he doesn't go away. He has the monitor on and he sees Bond all the time.
Yes.
So he's in the boat. Mathilde, the girl, is taken down. She doesn't need to see this.
Okay.
There are all these commando guys with the kind of his crew standing there with guns and blah blah blah. Yeah. And there's some of his henchmen and this and that, and there's all these screens. And then he has the final speech to James Bond. We can't hear James Bond, but we can see him kind of panicking there in the room.
James Bond panicking?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
We can see James
okay.
Bond panicking in the room. And
This
and,
is why Daniel
and,
Craig didn't want to have this.
and Madeleine sees him there. And this is much more cruel than on the phone, and this is that she sees him and it's actually Safin killing him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
So we see the missiles coming like this.
Yeah.
And we see Bond in the monitor. He has a lot of monitors showing the whole place. I mean, he's killing all his other people also. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
the
killing
whole
all,
army.
yeah.
Okay.
And that's kind of typical Bond villain.
Yes.
That's what you cannot do. You don't care
Very
about
cold.
it. That's what they've done in other Bond movies. You don't mind that he has his
As
little
long as
team,
Bond dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they are coming the missiles closer, and Madeleine can see Bond on the screen, and Bond is looking in the camera, and Safin opens the top it opens up. You can see the sky, and you can see missiles coming, bombarding, and one missile going right into the place where he is, and that whole thing explodes. We can see the whole island explode. Madeleine is crying.
Yeah.
It's over. You think. Here comes the clever twist.
Okay.
Safin looks quite happy, saying something mean to Madeleine. But some of the guards, they continue watching the footage there of what's happening all the time.
Yeah.
And one of the henchmen go up to it and rewind and start looking at different scenes. And we can see, going back to the guy who said that we got Bond, we see a man looking at the screen where he notices that we got
Yeah.
Bond. He messages Safin.
Yeah.
We see he's switching cameras, so we can see that guy from a few angles. And when we look at this guy standing there looking at Bond, he's got a little bit big ears. Okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's almost like he looks a little bit like Bond.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. So he starts switching cameras. At that point, Safin comes there also, looks at these things, and they start to look at these. There's a lot of dead people there, and there's someone running there, and they go back in, and we can see someone else lying there dead, and it looks a little bit like Bond. And finally, they zoom in to a face of a dead body, and it is James Bond.
Yeah.
It's glitching a little bit because it's such a face. And Safin says, and the screen has stopped there. One screen has stopped where we see finally like Bond screaming like this in a when he's just dying. And Safin says, deep fake. And he points at Bond and says, that's not Bond. And what has happened here is
Goosebumps.
with the
What's happening here?
watch, Q
Q.
has hacked their system, and he's infiltrated in their surveillance camera a deep fake filter, which does the thing that everyone's looking like Bond. But of course they haven't. When there's a fight and exploding, they're not. No one's stopping at the monitor being, oh, that looks like Bond. Oh, it's just running.
Of
But the
course.
guy has noticed this one guy and says, we got Bond,
Yeah.
because he thinks we got.
Yeah.
And he turns around, Safin in the boat. He sees all these commando guys there. He looks at, steps up to one of them and says, Bond. And Bond says, fake it till you make it. And then, and finally we have a short but really kind of hero fight scene. We have at some point Safin still, shooting, and then Madeleine gets to shoot Safin. And that's, we let her
She
shoot
gets
him. Yeah.
her ending.
And it's kind of over. They're all dead.
Oh, that's beautiful.
He runs
oh,
up to, she runs up to her, hugs
Yeah.
her, cries, kisses, and then she's going down, of course, to get the daughter. She's gonna come up with the daughter. He doesn't want all the bodies around, so when they come up, she says, "You cleaned." Bond looks kind of happy, puts a white tablecloth, opens a Bollinger, 2 glasses, and also takes a bit of what's soft in English?
Like cordial or juice?
Juice, yeah. He takes a juice, puts a straw there in the juice, turns the straw a little bit against the kid, which is kind of, we see in this thing the champagne in the end, but it's this little cute moment of that.
Yeah.
And then Madeleine says, "Where are we going?" And Bond says, "Anywhere you want." we have all the time in the world.
Oh my God.
And that's when they sail out. And we could even do this thing where you see them in the sunset on the deck. It's autopilot. You see their faces,
Yeah.
you know, and the camera could pan and we could see their whole bodies. And maybe Madeleine
Whole bodies.
from back. I just mean Madeleine. I mean little Mathilde is holding Bond's hand.
Right. Yes.
You're crying.
Yeah, it's so cute.
Yeah.
So cute.
She's holding his hand.
Yeah.
And they are, and then you get the music we have all the time in the
Oh.
world. And with this thing, you got the dramatic death, but you have a feel-good ending where everyone's safe.
Absolutely.
And you will become happy crying out of the cinema.
Yeah. And I love that she got to kill him as well, since she's been traumatized
Yeah.
by him all her life.
Yeah.
And she gets to end it.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That is so cute. That is so cute.
So, anyway, I thought that was a really...
How did you come up with this?
I don't
in the
know. I
night?
woke up and I was just thinking
Was
that
it a
how should
dream
it?
or-
No, I was just thinking that how should it end? How should it
Has it
end
been
so that it was
haunting you now
satisfying?
for months?
I haven't actually thought about it very much at all. But now you
Really?
know, I woke up, so now this, yeah. But yeah, so
Well, thank you.
next
This
Bond movie
ending-
when they're making it, call us before you do the final shots. You know, we can come up with something good to say everything.
I love it.
Oh,
I
thank you.
absolutely
Thank
love
you.
it. Absolutely love it.
Hey, this has been From Finland with Love. See you again soon. Bye.
Bye.